Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Nokia Lumia 530 with me, and in this video we'll be doing the gaming review with this Nokia Lumia 530. And this Nokia Lumia 530 has to be one of the most affordable Windows phone out there that comes pre-installed with Windows 8.1. It's selling in India for around 7,000 rupees, that's around US $120. And I have installed some games, so let's do some gaming. And as you can see, we'll start with a casual game that is called Subway Surfer. And the RAM on this device is 512 MB. Though many of the games are compatible, some very heavy games are not compatible due to that 512 MB of RAM. For example, Modern Combat and Nova 3 was not compatible, but as you can see, many of the games, popular games, are compatible. So if you play casual games, it should be okay. But one thing I did notice is that, as you can see, loading of games does take some time with this device. Another good thing is regarding storage. This Lumia 530 has a micro SD card slot and it can accept SD cards up to 128 gigs, and many of the games can be directly installed on that. So that's a big plus in my opinion. So this is Subway Surfer. Oops. And as you can see, it is actually running pretty well. And another thing that you might notice is the sound. The sound output is actually very good. It's pretty loud. It's not at the max right now, then also it's pretty loud. So as you can see, it is running fine, and even the touch sensitivity is actually very good on this device. But one thing to note is that viewing angles are not that great. Nokia has skimped on the quality of the panel that was used, the LCD panel. And as you can see, the viewing angles are kind of poor. I'll show you that in a different game, that is, a Temple Run. If you tilt in too much, for example, I'll try to, as you can see, it just starts to fade in. So as you can see, regarding the Subway Surfer, it plays it actually very well. So let's move out and let's try another game. I'll just swipe it off. Multitasking can be accessed like this. Let's remove that. And let's now actually try, Temple Run 2. So this is Temple Run 2 and we're going to play it. And it's actually a pretty light handset. The screen size is just 4 inches. And the good thing is that the games that are compatible actually do run pretty well on this device. And the game library on Windows Phone is certainly improving. We have most of the popular games, not all I would say, but many of the popular games are now available. And as you can see, it's running it fine. The touch sensitivity is also pretty nice. The viewing angles are not good, as you can see now. This way it was nice, but if you tilt it this way, it just starts to fade in. So Nokia did skimp on the panel, as I mentioned earlier. In fact, I also reviewed the Nokia Lumia 630, which is actually a little bit more expensive. That has a better panel, I would say. But certainly, considering the price point of this device, I won't complain too much. It's available just for 7,000 rupees. So as you can see, it's running this game also very well. That's Temple Run 2. And now let's move to some heavier games. And I'll also show you how to move. I'll also show you the SD card option, where most of the games can be installed later on. So let's move to this Asphalt 8 Airborne. So this is Asphalt 8. Before we proceed, let me show you the graphics settings. Actually, you cannot change the graphics settings. Looks like it's by default on the medium graphics settings. I am using the on-screen steering. You can choose that. So let's play a few levels on this Asphalt 8 now. So this is the Nevada level. One thing I did notice in this game is that sometimes the audio gets garbled up. It's only happening in this game, I don't know why, and it happens only sometimes, not every time. But as you can see, it's running this one also actually very well. The configuration is also actually pretty decent. It sports a 1.2 gigahertz Snapdragon 200 quad-core processor, and the GPU is Adreno 302. And as you can see, it is able to handle it without any issues. I'm doing the drift. And it is actually very much playable, I would say. And as you can see, it is playing actually very well. And the barrel roll again. Oops, I crashed. Regarding the gameplay, I would say it plays it very well. But the only thing is that as this Lumia 530 has just a 4-inch screen, I would say, yeah, you got to get used to it. I'm not used to playing games on such a small screen. But again, if you're used to that, then it won't be a problem. It's handling this game actually very well, if you notice. As you can see, we completed this level, and we'll try one more level now. And let's try this one more level, that's Iceland. Again, as you can see, I'm trying to do the drift, and it's working. Considering the price point of this device, I would say the performance is actually pretty good. If you look very closely, when there is a lot of action, yes, there is minor hiccup of lag, but again it is hardly noticeable, I would say. So as you can see, it is running this Asphalt 8 also pretty well actually. So let me just get out of this one now. And let me actually show you regarding the SD card and the storage. I have added a SD card and I have set the default app installation to the SD card. And as you can see, if we go to the storage sense, here as you can see I have a 16 GB SD card and most of the apps are getting installed on the SD card. And as you can see, for apps and games, all the 3 games that we played, that is Asphalt, Temple Run 2 and Subway Surfer, were installed on the SD card. And I would say it's an excellent option that Microsoft added so that you can easily install most of the apps on the SD card. So as you can see, regarding gaming, this Lumia 530 could do decent amount of gaming. I would say yes, it can even play some high-end games as we have seen like Asphalt 8, but not every game is compatible due to that 1 gig of RAM. But again, that shouldn't matter. If you are a casual user and a casual gamer, then it should suffice your needs. I'll also be doing a full in-depth review for this Nokia Lumia 530. So if you have any specific questions regarding this device, do post them in the YouTube comments. I've already posted the unboxing and initial overview of this Lumia 530. You can check out that. Link will be in the YouTube show notes. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to the same. Subscribing is free and you'll be notified when I add a new video if you are subscribed. Thank you. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.